Newswatch 7 is brought to you by Brandeis.
Good evening, I'm Ted Mullins, and coming up at 10 on Newswatch 7 Update, the British have taken the South Georgia island about 800 miles east of the Falklands. Prime Minister Thatcher told a session of Parliament today that the successful British raid does not alter Britain's commitment that peace should come first. Now this.
No matter what size, color, or style you need, satisfy your hunger for Izod at Brandeis.
Also on Update, traffic fatalities are down this year in Nebraska. We'll talk to the head of the State Patrol to find out why. A new survey shows youth unemployment in Omaha has reached 30%. Anita Boyd will look at the summer job outlook in Omaha. And the last of the 5 victims of last week's grain elevator explosion in Council Bluffs is identified. Join us for more after Golda.
For the first third of 1982, Nebraska highways have been a safer place to travel. I'm Doug Parrott, and I'll have that report.
It's a dismal summer youth employment picture. I'm Anita Boyd, and I'll have that story. Also, a victory for the British in South Georgia Island.
And the budget battle continues. Details next on Update.
Crime. It's a problem we all must live with, but don't have to accept. 7 TV and the Omaha Police Department offer a program called Crime Stoppers. Every Tuesday, we'll give you the facts of an unsolved crime. If you know something that may help solve the case, call this special police department number. The police won't ask for your name. Your tip is good, you'll get a reward, and the criminal will wind up here. Watch Crime Stoppers every Tuesday at 5 and 10 on Newswatch 7.
Everything you look for in a hometown discount store. When you're looking for something special, you'll get all the help you need. Better service and great values, cause Alco wants to please. When it comes to being friendly, there's no better place around than the Alco in your hometown. Alco, Alco. Everything you look for in a hometown discount store.
Nothing nails tall weeds like Roundup herbicide through a pipe wick. And now you can get a coupon for a free gallon of Roundup when you order a pipe wick kit for only $79.95. You can assemble your pipe wick kit in only a few hours. It's a $210 value. You save $130. See your dealer or call 800-453-4000 for your pipe wick kit and a coupon for a free gallon of Roundup. That's 800-453-4000.
This is 7 TV. This is Newswatch 7 Updates with Ted Mullins and Carol Schrader, meteorologist Rob Dixon, and sports with Ross Jernstrom.
Good evening. The latest word on the Falklands, British Prime Minister Thatcher is telling Parliament more military pressure may help diplomacy along. Meanwhile, Argentine President Galtieri is not telling his people what happened yesterday on South Georgia Island. Mrs. Thatcher's message to Parliament was not well received by the opposition. It's feared war would supersede political settlement.
The Prime Minister continues to underrate the importance of negotiation and proceed with the war. The responsibility for the loss of life will rest upon her shoulders.
There is no lack of vigor or will to pursue negotiations on the part of Her Majesty's government. And in the meantime, perhaps the right honourable gentleman will remember that our people are under the heel of the Argentinian invader.
Meanwhile, this crowd in Buenos Aires, while cheering support for the government, still does not know the extent of yesterday's military defeat. Nor do cheerers know further British action is expected, possibly within 48 hours in the Falklands. The last communique from St. George was published this morning. That message, the frigate is aiming toward this direction. The frigate has opened fire. Late this afternoon, a warship headed out of Buenos Aires harbor, destination unknown. Finally, in Washington, an emergency session of the Organization of American States. U.S. Secretary of State Haig was there to shake hands. And though this session was sought by Argentina, there appears to be little support for Argentina. Opposition to taking economic sanctions against Great Britain, and little move to provide Argentina with military support.
President Reagan said again today he'll go the extra mile to settle his battle of the budget with Congress. He made the remarks to the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. The members were enthusiastic, but some congressmen were not. Mr. Reagan held firm to three provisions: more defense spending, continuing tax cuts, and the reduction of non-defense spending. He again said no to the Democratic proposal to modify the 1983 tax cuts. Democrats then said he only wants to compromise on his terms.
There are those who shun reasonable compromise. I must speak plainly. We cannot go back to the glory days of big, never-mind-the-cost government.
House Speaker Tip O'Neill sounded equally disinclined to compromise.
As long as he's in cement with regards to his defense program and his tax cuts, I don't see how we're going to move.
Treasury Secretary Regan said the president doesn't have any plans to waver or wobble and feebly cave in to compromise. House Democrat Jim Wright responded, Mr. Reagan says he'll go the extra mile, but he hasn't gone the first mile yet.